Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cedar podcast. This is the 6th episode, and we're going to talk about stress relief. I hope you guys are all doing well today. This topic is a very important one for us to discuss, and I've always wanted to talk about it with you, share my thoughts on it. I'm going to give you some tips on how to relieve your stress, and so on. But let's start with what exactly is stress? Well, to me, stress is a silent killer. Okay? Stress is very detrimental. If your stress levels are very high, it can make you miserable, it can make your life horrible, and it's just something that you have to learn how to fight back. Okay? It doesn't have any physical form. Okay? You just have to deal with it, and I'm going to help you with that today. You have to take steps. You know, there are some things that you can do on a regular basis to help you keep your stress levels very low. When you wake up, when people wake up, they're most of the time they are not really that stressed out. Well, again, it depends on the circumstances, but when you first wake up, when you open your eyes and you stretch, you get up and stretch, your stress levels are, I would say, about maybe 20 to 25%, depending on the situation you're in. And, you don't want to reach 100% stress because that is very, very bad. Okay, and as the day goes on, those stress levels are going to increase, and you need to keep it. Oh my God, what is happening outside? It's like a horn keeps going. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that in. It's okay. So, stress. You need to take steps on a regular basis to help you keep your stress levels less than. Let's just try to keep it at least 15%. 15 to 20% is good. Don't go over 60%. If something is stressing you out, you have to deal with it. If you have, let's say your boss comes to you and tells you, you need to go right now and talk to this client. You need to go and do it. Okay, don't procrastinate, don't wait. You can't wait because then the stress is going to build up and it's going to be a cluster. It's going to be a mess. Okay, it's just going to be a mess. So what can you do to help to keep your stress level down? Now, I've always been a very relaxed person. I'm a very laid-back person, so I don't really. I would say that my stress levels have never reached more than 70% because I deal with the problems as soon as they show up. I don't leave them until much later. Like back in school, I was given an assignment. I would finish it maybe 3 to 4 days before the deadline. Okay, so this relates to your time management skills, to your organization skills. The more organized you are with your life, the more, the better you are at time management, at managing your time, then you're not going to be that stressed because stress really, it's a collection of things that, it's a collection of problems that you have to deal with. But again, every problem has a solution. You have to deal with it. You have to solve your problems. So, as I go on, I'll get more into this. So, here are some ways that you can mitigate your stress levels. Number 1. Okay, so again, this is going to be a list format. I really enjoyed the list format in the last episode. So, I'm going to try and make this into a list format, and discuss every point. So, Number 1, find a hobby that you love, okay? Not like, but love, because then you will become very passionate about it, okay? And it also helps as a stress relief. Now, let's go more in depth. Okay, so let's say that, honestly, let me just say this. Everyone must have a hobby, okay? Everyone is good at something. Now, in my case, it is video gaming. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the best gamer, I'm the most professional gamer out there, but I do have some gaming sense, I have some gaming knowledge, I know the industry well, I know what needs to be done to solve problems within the industry, and I've been gaming ever since I was 3 years old. I have an idea. Okay, this is the thing that I am best at when it comes to my skill set. Okay, I'm not saying I'm the best gamer, okay? Nowadays, I'm not even that good of a gamer, but I just play a lot of games. I have the gaming sense, the awareness, and so on. So you need to find a hobby that you love, because if you find a hobby, let's say, let's say you love cooking, okay? So you love to learn cooking recipes, that can be a stress relief because it will take your mind away from the stress. It will take your mind away from the things that are keeping you stressed out. Let's say that you are cooking, you tell yourself, today I'm going to learn how to make this. I'm going to learn how to make this chocolate cake. Okay? And then your cooking level is going to increase. You're going to feel happier that you're achieving something. So, to sum it up, find a hobby that you love. I'm sure there's something out there for you. And if you're having troubles, well then just, Google is your friend. Go to Google, search up best hobbies to take up right now, best hobbies to get into, and whatever, and you'll find something. So, that is number 1. Number 2, the second method, and by the way, these methods aren't the best methods to relieve your stress. Again, these are ones that I've used on a regular basis. I've used them for a very long time now, and they work for me every time I'm stressed out. Every time I'm stressed out, I go and I do one of these things. Okay? Okay. Number 2, at the end of the day, you should reflect on what you did / achieved that day. Okay? So you need to go and have a reflection session. The reflection session helps you calm down. Now, why should you reflect? Let's say that you come back home at 8 p.m., you sit down, you should assess the value, what you did that brought value to society or to your family. What did you do on that day that makes you feel good? Let's say as a school or university student, you submitted this very big assignment, this huge report that was over 3,000 words long. That brought value, okay? You feel happy. Now, when you do the action, you don't really think about it that way. When you submit your assignment, you just say, oh my God, that's all over. It's over now. I can relax. But if you sit down and really reflect on it, it makes you calmer. It calms you down. You did bring some value. Another example, let's say your friend, their parents just went through a divorce, okay? And your friend doesn't know what to do. He or she is feeling down. What do? You can go and sit with them, talk to them, okay? Because then that friend will feel better. And you will feel good knowing that you helped your friend out when they were in need of your help. So, just at the end of the day, take 10 to 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes a day. Just reflect. Now, even if you think that you didn't do anything that is valuable to anyone, well, maybe you just didn't think hard enough because okay, fine. Let's say that you didn't do anything that brings value to people. Well, then go do something for someone in your family. Let's say you stayed at home the whole day. Go and do something that your parents wanted you to do for a very long time. Like, for example, one day, you can go and clear out the storage or the attic or tidy up a closet that's been messy, for months and months. Just do something that brings some form of value. It doesn't have to be big value. Small amounts of value. That's where it counts. But to sum it up, reflect on what you did on that day. It helps you relax. It helps you calm down to assess the situation and so on. That's number 2. Number 3. This is a very, very simple one. Go take a walk. That's it. Take a walk. If you take a walk, it helps you clear your head. Go down to a park near your house. Go walk outside and you will just feel at ease. You will feel calm, especially if you go to a park. Now, when I was in London doing my master's degree, my 2 favorite locations in London were Hyde Park and Regent's Park. Both of those parks are amazing. I remember after my graduation, I went back to my hotel, changed, and went straight to the park, and I just sat down on the bench and took it all in. I took all the nature in, all the ambience, the sounds of the birds. It was just very relaxing. It was very soothing. Now, that is probably the easiest way to relieve your stress. Like right now, if you're listening to this and you're feeling stressed out, go outside and take a walk. take a 15 to 20 minute walk. Believe me, you will forget about your stress. Believe me. Just take in the sights, look around you, maybe talk to some people here and there, and you will feel much better. And that's number 3. A very simple step, but it does have a lot of weight to it. Okay, now these, by the way, these methods of relieving your stress, they might sound very, very trivial. I mean, they're not rocket science, but it's good to remind you guys, okay? Maybe you never really thought about just taking a walk. Maybe you just didn't think about that. Well, now I'm telling you, go take a walk. It's good. It's good for you. That's number 3. The 4th method of relieving your stress is to meditate. Now, I'm not saying don't do anything too fancy here, okay? You can do it very easily. You don't need to go and sit on the floor and, assume this position and start humming. No, you don't need to do that. Just sit down where you are right now, close your eyes, and focus on your breathing. Because most times we don't really focus on our breathing. And if we focus on our breathing, we become very calm because we're focusing on one thing. And that's what meditation is all about, to empty your mind. It helps lower your stress levels as well. So again, just wherever you're sitting right now, listening to this, close your eyes and don't focus on anything else except your breathing. You'll thank me later, okay? I keep saying that, but, you never know. You might thank me later. It might help you out. And this is what the podcast is for, is to help you guys out, to give you some form of value in the content. That's number 4, meditation. Now, we're coming up to the end of the episode. The last method of stress relief is to talk to someone. Again, very simple. Talk to someone. Typically a very close friend or a family member. Just go, ring them up, or go and sit with them and talk. They will, 10 times out of 10, they will empathize with you because we're all human beings. We all need to talk to someone. If I'm feeling, upset or down, I call one of my close friends. I have 2 circles of close friends. We're 3 in this group and 3 in another group. I just call one of them up and we talk. And they will make me feel better. And I will thank them. It's like, thanks for the moral support. Really helped. We need a push every now and then. We're not perfect human beings. We get down. We sometimes get stressed out for no reason. So you just need to go and talk. And there you have it. There are 5 methods to relieving your stress. Again, they're not too, you don't have to go and do anything. All of these methods are very simple to implement. The next time you're stressed, maybe go take a walk. Maybe you can combine the 2. Take a walk and go with your friend and talk with them while you're taking a walk. Okay? Meditate. Some people think that meditation is very fancy. You have to go and read and research about it. No, just meditation in essence is where you just sit down and you clear your mind, be mindful of your surroundings, and just focus on your breathing. Okay? It's very simple. It's as simple as that. Don't complicate things. Just keep it simple. And find a hobby. Seriously, everyone should have a hobby. Everyone should, because hobbies, they're very good conversation topics as well. Like when you're sitting down with people, you can talk about your hobbies. You can talk about what you like and what you dislike about your hobby. What is one aspect of your hobby that you wish, could be better, and so on. Again, you can combine all of these things to relieve your stress. But I think that is it. I think that's the end of the episode. It's been 14 minutes. Good time. It's a good time to end it there. So I started uploading the episodes to a podcast platform called Anchor. Anchor is owned by Spotify. And what I like about Anchor is that it distributes my podcast to several different platforms, which is always good. Good exposure. And so I think I'm going to start putting the link to the Anchor page in the description if you would like to check it out. It's very professional. I really like Anchor. If any of you wish to start a podcast, I would recommend Anchor. You don't have to pay anything. It's free. It's very professional. Their UI, their user interface is very professional, and I'm enjoying it so far. So, but without further ado, I'm going to end it there. I hope this episode was of some value to you. Remember, that you are not a perfect human being. If you're feeling stressed out right now, do one of these things. Go take a walk, meditate, talk to someone, reflect on what you did. Okay, just take it easy. Okay, we are all human. That's what makes us human. We get stressed. It's normal. It's natural. The key is to combat it. The key is to fight it back. All right? Okay. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next episode next Wednesday. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Stay safe, and I'll see you next week. See ya.